So green team is definitely PTA. So green team is going to be running Montana for Silverblade, Angel Stones in St. Vincent, Point Des Moines, Kenny Modern and Nevsky, Blood Legend and the Petropavlovsk, Violet in the Gear and Clever for Streva, in the Clever, and Margot Pello in the Haragumo. What have
And
you
on
got
the
for
red
Ocean's End?
team, we have an incomparable Kremlin, Marseille, Double Nevsky, Petro, Girin, Darien, Ragnar.
So I just want to let you in on a little secret. Ocean's End have been very pissed off with me for their group draw for this exact reason. I'm sorry, Ocean's End, but you know, we needed the content at this point. So, yeah. Anything spicy here? St. Vincent, double Clever. All right, let's go have a look at the Clever builds. Actually, let's see if anyone's running anything.
I'm excited about an
spicy.
incomparable. I won't lie.
Clever is going to be running standard Fearless Brawler RPF build. Sweaty Tryhard build, basically. No AFT or anything like that. The other Clever is going to be running Sweaty Tryhard with no Fearless Brawler, but going to be running BFT and IFA instead. Yep, that's the important stuff. Let me have a quick glance over, see if there's anything particularly exciting. Ragnar with AFT, understandable. Daring with BFT, nothing unusual. Leg mod gearing as expected. Incomparable. Nothing spicy, not even running the heavy APs, running full tank. Kremlin gonna be running full tank because, you know, Kremlin. Yeah, nothing extremely spicy, unfortunately. Oh, let's have a look.
I will say, the red team deployment, their spawns sucked. Every single ship has had to go to the opposite side as where they spawned.
Well, let's have a look at where these initial deployments are anyway. Over the A cap, we see Kleber, Gearing, Nevsky, Montana for Penta, the Petropavlovsk going to the B cap, and then St. Vincent, Des Moines, Haragumo, and Kleber going to the C cap. So fast caps on both caps.
Yeah, and the Reds have deployed Gearing, Nevsky, and Incomparable to A. Entirely predictable, really, Gearing with double Nevsky in the smokescreen. Ragnar to B, Daring, Petro, Marseille, and Kremlin to C.
Understandable. Right, so shots have been coming out. Well, no, people have been spotted. I don't think anyone actually shot. I know the Petro definitely got spotted on the way in. Klebers are both in both caps. Okay, all the shells are coming in towards the Kleber right now. In C cap. See how much damage he takes.
Sliver
Striver.
just decides, yeah, I'm going for that island. I don't want to be seen anymore.
Well, no, it's just the standard play. You rush the
Yeah,
Kleber
it
and you
is.
know it's going to take a bit of damage. No heal, but you don't really need it. Instead of a heal, you get improved saturation instead. So like he's going to be taking less and less damage with each as the battle goes on.
They did quite well to get 8k off the Kleber. It's not an insignificant amount, certainly.
No. And this Marseille on the 10 line as well. He's like the good thing about Marseille is being able to position it on the 10 line really quickly. Unfortunately, when you get a dog shit spawn like he got, then that advantage goes out the window.
Yeah,
which is why a lot of teams will run double of the same ship, so you can have like fast, like doesn't matter what spawn you get, you can send a ship there.
Yeah, and after firing the shots at the Kleber, the Marseille dip south to avoid any potential incoming shots, and then get back to going 10 line.
Right.
A cap went straight to Penta, as you would expect with a fast cap. The Gearing Torps coming close to the Kleber and heading straight for the smokescreen of the Gearing as well.
Yeah, it's now going to be angry smokescreen, yelling at angry smokescreen, double Nevsky in one, single Nevsky in the other, but you know.
Blood Legends Petro is spotted by the Ragnar at B, but it looks like there's no fight happening there.
I mean, if you want to try,
well, like no, I was wrong. The fight started.
I think Blood Legend wins this.
Yes.
It's a Petro. Not the fight you want to take.
Lands, and to be fair, the trade was nearly equal, but Petro has literally twice as much to give. So equal trades are not what you want.
Just having a quick look over at the 10 line, see what kind of interesting stuff we have happening over here. We have the standard Haragumo Des Moines smoke train getting smoked up. We also have the Angel Stone St. Vincent up behind that.
And C-Cap is being flipped by the Daring.
Yeah, but
I don't see anything to stop that happening.
They're not interested in stopping it. They're interested in taking the map control and surrounding, like forcing this Marseille Kremlin back. But the problem is, I want to see what happens when you have Des Moines and St. Vincent into a single Kremlin here.
Like Nevsky of St. Butcher at A-Cap is losing a lot of health for the red team now.
Yeah, he got forced out. I don't know if he took a torpedo on the way out there. I think he might have taken a torpedo. Look at the amount of Citadel damage he's taken.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was a torpedo or if it was just the Montana.
Could have been
the Gearing Torps are on their way across the cap now.
We see the farming has begun with the Des Moines onto the Petropavlovsk.
Yeah, that Petro doesn't have an out, you know.
Harugumo's joining in as well. No, Petro has several outs. None of them are fun though. Like he can rush into C.
Yeah, forward is his only way out at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, you could probably like int the Petro up to the top of the like. You could run it through C up the 8 line and around the back end of the Des
you
Moines.
could, and now is the time to do that. Whilst Blood Legend doesn't have the cross shots to stop it.
Yeah.
Colbert tried to take B. It is being reset by Ragnar.
Nothing spicy, but right. So yeah, all the spicy stuff right now is this C. It's this farming on the Petropavlovsk. That's the exciting stuff right now. Nothing wild happening just now.
Van Blade's taking a chunk of damage, presumably from the Montana.
What's Van Blade in?
Incomparable.
Ah.
There's another volley coming in. Incomparable's an interesting ship. It's not so, yeah. There goes most of its, well, not most of its health, but it's down to half. It's not a tanky ship. I'm not sure I'd want to be trading with a Montana.
No, but it's going to be the same thing's going to be happening over here with this St. Vincent running into the Kremlin.
Yeah.
Except the Kremlin has like usable top angles. The Petro's being farmed more and more out. If he reverses, I think he might have to care about Blood Legend. Or actually, no, he has to care about Silverblade's Montana salvo.
Yes. Which, luckily for the Petro, it didn't happen. But do you think the Kleber will open up here?
Yeah, sure, why not? Nothing stopping them.
It looks like Blood Legend's coming forward as well. There's the Kleber firing. Kremlin eats a Torp on the 9 line. It was a Haragumo Torp as well.
Rather painful.
Yeah, and the Girin at A, the red Girin is trying to flip the cap at A.
Yeah, so, he's not spotted just yet, but Kinnymod I think has a radar ready for. Yeah, the Kinnymod has the radar ready and waiting. He's just like gonna like draw out as long as possible. Yeah. Marseille is pushing on the 10 line here, by the way.
The Darien is pushed right up to fight the Kleber.
Yeah, the Marseille got
spotted. Do you think we'll see this Kleber go down?
No, I think he's alright because once he gets around this corner, he's dark. Although he is on fire, he doesn't have a damn. No, he is dead. You're right. Yeah. Sorry, we're getting caught there by Captain Headhunter. So now we have Marseille, Kremlin, and Daring completely surrounding us. Haragumo, Des Moines, and Vincent.
Blood Legend is just pushed through the middle. He's in the channel.
Oh yeah, that's Blood Legend's going on an adventure. Okay, wonderful. Let's see what happens here.
I think it's safe to say the red Petro is now aware of the danger it's in.
I think the Ragnar's more fucked. Like Kleber's opening up on him as well.
Yeah, Ragnar is just gonna run. I don't see anything else it can do.
This is the problem with Ragnar. It's inherently underpowered. Split turrets, no burst damage.
Doesn't even have a Hydro.
Still retains a fragile platform. Now, if Wargame will give it the enhanced repair party of Nice to Shimmy and a couple more base charges, then... Alright, I think I've killed that fucking joke.
Ragnar is now trying to just speed juke the remainder of the Petro radar, which is this last volley here.
Yeah.
It works mostly. Kleber does some damage, but heals off.
And long range Montana salvo. This Montana salvo went the Petro. I'm actually interested. Nah, he's turned. He's dodged that. All right, I'm like, what's going on here? Kremlin being
has
formed.
Lost its health.
Yes.
Kremlin has been introduced to the power of Daka.
Yep. We got Vincent, Des Moines, Haragumo raining down. The Marseille isn't interested in helping in this situation, which...
I think the Marseille is reversing to get shots on St. Vincent here. The A-cap does flip.
No, he shot HE though.
That's... Well, he's reload boosting. Yeah, there's the AP.
Well, Kremlin goes down to the cross shots from the Petropavlov's Blood Legend. The AP does nothing. If he had the AP loaded in the previous salvo, you might have actually done some serious damage to Angel Stone, but...
And the red Petro has beached and is now at the mercy of Blood Legend and the Kleber with the name that just sounds like someone's fallen down the stairs.
You know, that's probably Solitude.
Yeah. Again, you know the personalities better than I do in the EU.
Don't you
We
know
have
Solitude? Oh, there goes the Petro.
I know Solitude by name, but
Hmm.
I don't know what he's likely to name himself in game.
Oh yeah, it's just completely random. Like he was just Better them out for a while, and then
I see.
he's got a new name every tournament. Everybody else
Yeah.
doesn't have a new name in every tournament. So when you don't know who the fuck it is, it's probably him.
It looks like Nevsky at A is busy dodging. Well, one of the Nevskys is dodging torps whilst running, and the other is dodging torps whilst charging.
Yes.
An interesting mix. But the incomparable is going.
Well, the Marseille is also about to go down to this Vincent charging it in the face.
Has Daring got its torps ready for this?
I don't know.
Well, I don't think it matters if Daring's got its torps ready because Haragumo.
Also Blood Legend.
Yeah, could you think we'll see Angelstone T-posing with St. Vincent torps on a Daring?
I don't think we're going to see that, no.
But I want to see. Oh, never mind. The Des Moines. Yeah, it's an unfortunate end for the Daring.
Well, it would be if he hit. So
yeah. I quickly run away to see what's going on in the other flank because I see some health. Mainly, I see incomparable health bar moving, and Ragnar and Kleber having a duel in B, but the Ragnar does go down.
I'm currently watching this Marseille Des Moines action. More importantly, I'm watching the Marseille just die violently. Yeah, so Kleber killed the Ragnar in the middle, and then there's just nothing left on this side of the map, and now you have 4 ships over here with, like...
It looks like Nevsky just dodges the torp, but the Montana's going to eat a torp or 2 here.
Just the one. So, map control?
I think at this point, they care less about map control and more about swearing at some guy called Benzor.
Why? Why am I getting... Oh, right, yeah, because I was, a group draw. Understandable, to be honest. Yeah, I thought I'd done something stupid, like fucking, like, accidentally left us on the fucking goddamn, on the black screen again. I was like, oh no, radio gate.
That would be on par with yourself. That would be in character, I think. We are seeing the glorious charge of the incomparable.
Yeah, the last charge of the incomparable. Even Vile in the gearing is to say, all right, I want this kill.
Montana looks like it might go down, but maybe not before the incomparable does.
He's got the Damacon up.
Yeah, there we go. So Penta take the first round.
Yeah, Penta taking 1-0. But we still have 2 more to play. Potentially 2 more to play. Or we could just be like 1-0. Yeah. There are buttons that I'm just pressing now. I'm just pressing random buttons and hoping for the best, like, at this point. Look, streaming's complicated.
I'm glad we got a good contest like that. I think that was as good a contest as you would expect to see given against Penta. Especially at this stage. And I'm glad we're getting to see good matches on North. I just enjoy the spectacle that is North because you have 3 separate battles going on almost every time.
Yeah. That's a whole thing. Like, the problem with North is, like, I need more eyeballs. Like, I need to be able to just, like, press buttons to, like, teleport to, like, camera positions, you know what I mean? So I can press 1, I can just watch set 1, press 2, I can watch set 2, like, you know what I mean? I can just, like, go A, B, C. Unfortunately, the technology isn't there. Simply isn't there. It's there. We just have the slow walk between each cap. We could teleport. It's fine, though. It's better than having a random camera that I have no idea what the fuck is going on about. It's like, Pinzo, what are you watching right now? I'm watching this fight happening between a Dairy and a Goliath over here. Blah, 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 blah. Where the fuck is that happening? I don't know.
Meanwhile, on the island in
Isn't this rock pretty? Look, yeah, we put a North Carolina on top of it. Why? I don't know, because we could.
Because we can. Yeah. The common response. I mean, it is an understandable response a lot of the time. Just not all of the time.
But anyway, map 2. Sleeping Giant. Let me play the intro video and forget about putting the intro video on and then sit you in silence for like 2 minutes at a time because you all love that. Right?
A colossal battle between opposing fleets will soon unfold here amongst the waters of the East China Sea. The residents of these islands will shortly bear witness to the thunder and flash of combat, and only one team will sail away victorious. This is Sleeping Giant. Sleeping Giant is a 48 by 48 kilometer domination style map with 3 cap points running in a line from west to east. The A cap is on the left, B is in the center, and C is on the right. Cap A on the left is fraught with danger. Previously located in the Thunderdome, the new cap location has an island on the left side that provides limited protection for both teams, while on the right side, the Thunderdome can provide cover for radar cruisers. Any team looking to take the cap will now have to gain control of both sets of islands in order to hold it. In the center, capture area B is just as perilous, as it is now smaller than it used to be. Completely open with plenty of places for radar cruisers to hide nearby without being spotted, it's commonly left uncaptured until the mid and late game. Cap C on the right may be the most treacherous. Originally centered on the set of 4 islands to the left of the cap, which provided some cover for a daring destroyer player, the now wide open cap will be challenging for even the most skilled of teams to contest and hold, unless they gain control of the island chain near the center or the Ocean of the 10 line. 18 ships, 2 teams, 1 victor. It's time to play Sleeping Giant.
So, best of 3. That was a wonderful introduction to the upcoming map, Sleeping Giant. I don't even know. I'm just making noises now to fill time, honestly.
I
Sleeping Giant.
Chat, if you're going to ask if he's okay, the answer is no, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Actual dent. There's an actual dent here, that's why I wear a hat. You can't see the dent. Where a brain should go. But unfortunately, I'm not rich enough to have a brain. I tried to have a brain once. I used to have one. Well, I rented one for a little bit. It was great.
It's alright, my brain could rotate inside a peanut shell for 1,000 years and never touch the sides.
Aye? Understandable. Yeah, have a nice day. Have a nice day.
I was about to say, where'd DMC go? I wanted to, like, I don't know, abuse him or something.
He's refereeing.
He's back. So how is it having the famous DMC in throw?
If I'd actually talked to him at any point while he was in here, I would let you know. But like, honestly, I don't really interact like very much.
Yeah, that's fair.
Imagine actually interacting with your clanmates and like talking to them and all that.
So, do you think we're gonna see like similar compositions for Sleeping Giant? Or are we gonna
we got heavy Klebby. Heavy Klebby, some Spoody boosters to the outside, and then some Nevsky stuff on the seat cap. That's basically what I'm expecting. But I'm definitely expecting La Franche. La Franche. Oui, oui. Do we do a French laugh? Is that am I allowed to do that? Like... oui, oui. I think Jirak's dead.
Have you remembered about the video, by the way?
Yeah, don't worry. You're fucking shite at reminding me. It would have been like fucking 5 minutes of fucking black screen at this point. But yeah, gee, thanks.
Hey, you said to remind you, and you said a time, but I can't count.
Aye. Wait, honestly, if I fucking had like the money, I would buy a stream deck and fucking like map all the commands to it to automate it on a timer. But I'm too dented.
I'm gonna say it one word: throne, and then we could.
Alright. Anyway, we're in the game. I think it spawns reversed. Well, we would be in
very shortly. Angel Stone is on Bravo.
Yep, so that spawns reversed. Ocean's End going to be the green team for this game. Van Bladen, Vermont, Mikasa, blah, 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 blah. Ohio, Nevsky, Petro, Gearing, Kleber, Marceau, Ragnar. Yeah, very heavy front. What have you got for Penta?
Penta are bringing St. Vincent, Shikishima, Napoli, Nevsky, Stalingrad, Gearing, Kleber.
Interesting that they bring the Stalingrads over the Moskvas. I know they have a penchant for the Moskva, but yeah, here we go. Right, let me just...
Moskva doesn't make quite the same spectacular bonfire that Stalingrad does, is my understanding of why teams tend to go Moskva's way a lot of the time.
I'm interested to see Striver decides that he wants to run aiming systems instead of turret traverse mod on his Kleber. It's an interesting choice. Quickly having a look at the Klebers for Ocean's End. They're kind of the same. Oh, actually, oh, it's a Marceau. Okay, I was like, why the fuck is a Marceau? Is a Kleber running the torpedo mod? No, it's the Marceau. Understandable. Anything spicy with the builds? Van Blade? No. Imagine not running Brisk. Imagine not running Brisk on the Ohio either. Imagine not running Brisk on all of your battleships at all times. Where are all the Brisk enjoyers? I can't believe that like there's no Brisk enjoyers. Like honestly, I'm disappointed.
Have you successfully converted Caleb into a brisk enjoyer?
Yeah, right, okay, at least Angelstone is a Brisk enjoyer in his St. Vincent. Right, anyway.
If you're not running brisk in a St. Vincent, you're not playing in a St. Vincent.
Yeah. So, initial deployments, green team, A cap, going to be sending a single Marceau with a Mohio behind it. And then we got Ragnar, Kleber at the B cap. C cap is going to be Petropavlovsk, Gearing, Nevsky, Vermont, and Nevsky. What you got for the red team?
Red team is sending double Kleber to A, with Stalingrad, St. Vincent, and Napoli leading behind them. Stalingrad, Nevsky, Shikishima, Gearing going towards C, but one Stalingrad has been spotted by the early Kleber Ragnar into B, and hasn't quite got into its position yet.
Yeah, that's unlike. I don't think he's that worried about it. He knows he's going to get spotted on the way up.
Vermont shots out for the Stalingrad of Blood Legend. Going towards A.
Watching. Nothing. Okay, understandable.
Bit of a free wash there down the side of the ship, but the Kleber and B is taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, monkey business there. Suffering. The thing is, he hasn't even been radared. That's the worst part. Oh wait, he has been radared. He was.
Analytics had one radar. Yeah, it takes Analytics takes a good chunk of the health there. Blood Legend's pushing up for another radar, maybe. And is in range, but maybe doesn't realize it.
Well, he realizes. He's just like holding it. You don't have to pop it immediately.
Yeah, it's one of those. If the Kleber runs off, then it might get to come back later and do something when its health pool of 8,000 is relevant again. I think Monkey Business is going to escape from B.
Well, radar goes down from Pet Row. Stalingrad of Anlai is being farmed though.
Yeah, being farmed. There's shots out from Ohio towards Analyte. Monkey Business escaped from B cap on 4,000 health, so that's quite a bit lower than I was expecting.
Thing is, as well, that's like no prop mod. That's a damage control mod on the Stalingrad. It was like, how did he move out of the way? I thought he just juked the Ohio with engine mods. No. He must have accelerated like 3 weeks ago, and the Ohio just missed.
Yes, yeah. He sent the order to press W by postal, by the postal route, and eventually arrived.
So this Gearing Nevsky running into Gearing Double Nevsky has decided, you know what, I don't care about getting that close to it. Actually, Kinimod's called Bow in here, isn't he? Yeah, he is.
Double Kleber open up on the Marceau at A. I don't get a lot for it though.
I'm much more focusing on Kinimod right now, and the fact he's kind of getting crossfired before he gets to the smoke screen. It looks like Saint Butcher and the other Nevsky are actually quite far away instead, so like it's not that big of a deal. I thought they were a little bit closer than 17.
Yeah. Ragnar tries to take B cap and is immediately reset and loses nearly half its health.
Understandable. Have a nice day. That was the Stalingrad radar getting that.
Yeah, that was Stalingrad radar again, and Blood Legend will have one ready in 25 seconds. So at this point, I think they just need to leave B alone.
So the Stalingrad Nevsky combination is actually going to be doing quite well against the double Nevsky because the Stalingrad just gets a crossfire angle on it. Like look at how far up this Gearing is, actually managing to spot behind the smoke screen. And now Stalingrad, Shikishima both have shots on this Nevsky because they're so far back. This is a really good spotting position. This Gearing can't do anything to counter it because Nevsky radar. Speaking of Nevsky radar, here it is. Captain Headhunter going to be spotted at the open. He's going to be caught between Stalingrad, Nevsky, Gearing, Shikishima. Gearing's probably not going to shoot because he doesn't want to risk his own ass. B cap. Stalingrad radar there as well. Emily and Mallow going to be taken out on the Ragnar. Captain Headhunter going to be getting chunks. Matt's probably going to get chunked too.
Yeah, Blood Legend moving up, maybe to get shots on the Ragnar before it escapes from B, but that's a lot of health lost for not taking B. At this point, I'm really not sure if it's worth it. Angelstone's St. Vincent has pushed right up to the A cap now.
Yeah, he should be able to get in there without too much trouble. Disengage from the Ohio, because pushing into an Ohio is a kind of a painful experience.
Shots coming from the Vermont towards him, though.
Yeah, but he's angled.
Yeah. I mean, angling against Vermont and St. Vincent is...
You have a belt.
It's still hopeful, though.
Yeah.
Nevsky of Obvious, Captain Obvious, eats a Torp over at CCAP.
Is that one of the green ones? Yeah.
Yeah. So Headhunter, the gearing's lost most of itself, and the Nevskys both taking a decent amount of damage. They're just getting forced away from the cap.
Well, they've got a new smoke screen being laid down for them. They're both popping heals. Nothing is
But the
spotting
smoke
them
screen-
right now.
That smoke screen doesn't help them fire. I suppose if they can get the islands between them and Analyte, they're fine. But
There's like a load of islands to block line
Yeah.
of sight here. It's not the end of the world.
they just need to be aware of it. Kleber at B cap has suddenly taken a lot of fire.
Yeah, got caught in a Ragnar radar. Well, I don't know. He doesn't get caught in a Ragnar radar. It's a fucking Kleber. It's outspotted. Like, the Ragnar outspots him.
Yeah.
It's a 7.8
But
on the
Monkey
Kleber.
Business loses half of the 4,000 they had left. They're down to 2,000 and driving towards Napoli Kleber.
Yeah, that'll be a dead Monkey Business.
He lives. The last shots set a fire, damage control straight away, and the right call is made to just turn around and leave.
Okay, he got away with that. Stalingrad radar of Blood Legend comes out, but it's too late for that. He's no longer going to be spotted.
Yeah, and straight away the call has been made that Kleber's not going to try and take B again. It's just going to go elsewhere. So the St. Vincent is in a 2v1 with the battleships. The Ohio is not firing back at him just now, but the Vermont has, I think, only fired at the St. Vincent for the last few minutes.
Yeah. I mean,
I suppose with
Shikishima's
Vermont's
going to be...
reload, that's twice, right?
Yeah, but Shikishima's going to be raining down on his horse as well, and
Yes,
that feels
yeah,
like
there
a
you go.
painful experience, yeah. You know, swings and roundabouts. If you're fucking sat there farming something else, you can't expect to be, like, ignored. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, I could be cross-shot
Headhunter's
too.
been caught by Kinnymod in the Nevsky at sea.
Oh, no, not again. Oh, dear.
Yeah, going close enough to spot the Nevsky in smoke bloom kind of has this effect.
Yeah, and Vile's getting away with it on his end. Like, Vile
Yeah.
has two Nevskys raining on him. They get fucking nothing on him. It's just better smoke play. Like, they brought one Nevsky.
Yeah, there you go.
And
Vile takes 0 damage. Absolutely nothing.
one Nevsky gearing
Uh,
beating two fucking Nevskys. Well, there was a Stalingrad over there as well, but that's not the point. There's also a Petro here and a fucking Vermont here and a Shiki there.
And Vile's Torp's going in. He's going to force St. Butcher to stay bow in whilst losing health. That's not a great position to be in.
I think he's going to go down. There's no way he gets
Yeah.
out of this. He's perma spotted by...
It's healing, but you just don't escape it.
Also, the bow in fucking Nevsky is the one that's already burned his radar. The kiting
Yeah,
Nevsky
and-
hasn't.
Did Captain Obvious just eat a Torp?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
One,
there's
two,
a
three,
Torp
four,
missing
one,
from
two,
that
three, four,
salvo.
five. Okay, there is.
So Captain Obvious ate a Torp whilst trying to run away. The Ohio's got no health left.
Yeah,
That ACAP?
apparently that
That's-
happened. I don't know
What?
what happened over there.
No.
Okay.
I don't have a clue. Monkey Business has been is spotted firing at the the Kleber Napoli pushing up, but they are trying to finish the Ohio as the priority.
He probably just
And
got
they
burned
do.
down slowly by the Kleber. No, there's got to be like a Stalingrad shot
No,
or a
I-
St. Vincent shot.
Yeah, there
or-
goes Captain Obvious as well. It's both Nevskys and the Ohio gone. And I think it's safe to say that this is well and truly over.
Yeah, this might be a 2-0. Go back to game. Well, I sit here and pretend that there's another casting thing going on. Right, so yeah, so Marceau being right at the corner, Kleber going to be opening up and goes down. Right, good there. Humans, wait. There we go, casting. We did it. Congratulations to Penta. They will be skipping tomorrow's games entirely and moving on to the next stage next weekend. Ocean's End, commiserations, they will have to play through the lower bracket tomorrow. And I believe that's it for games for today, unless we can find a game 3 in a series, which we should be able to find a game 3. But that's like, you know,
I've asked.
Okay, understandable.
The reply is you can get game 2.
Oh, okay, yeah, fuck it, we'll jump in.
It's BT Throw. So we need to confirm that that's okay.
Yeah, you might have to ask. Can
I've asked, yeah.
I mean, I fucking people are pinging me in places, and I'm just like, I don't even fucking know.
Yeah, Dredix needs to scratch that one.
Yeah, understandable. Oh god, there's so many fucking channels that I need to actually look at that aren't important. It's like, oh, these are all the important channels that I need to keep an eye on. And there's fucking just nothing important.
Yeah. So I think he did quite good there. It's always rough when you get a top team on day 1.
Yeah, it is. But fuck you, it's so RNG. You know what I mean? I can't, you know, like next time pay me. Bribe me harder. I'm doing the group draws.
I will say, I think it's an experience that I'm fully familiar with. Maybe not day 1, but in the cuts that I've taken part in, I think I've done 4. And apart from the Warship Spring Championship this year, every single time we ended up facing basically the 07 family. Just like fairly early usually, and it's just like, yep, that's fun. I think the first ever cuts, you know, we got 07 in like the last 16, and it's just like, yeah, the seeded teams have just dropped, and we get the current champions. Wonderful.
There's people posting in the looking for team channel, by the way. It's like, you do realize that cuts is like, that was 3 minutes before the first game started. I'm looking for a team. Good luck with that, mate. Good luck with that. All right, hang on. So wait.